Hey guys, what's up? Alright, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? So, I am going to try the cotton candy pickles. The cotton candy covered pickles. You know what? I didn't bring any napkins over here, but I do have Bubby's wipes, so we're just gonna use a wipe when I'm done. Alright, so I got one of the big pop-up pickles. They have spicy ones, and I thought about getting a spicy one, but I was like, let me just do a regular pickle. So and this whole ordeal was created by Becky Eats, I want to say. I'm pretty sure that's her name. I'm definitely gonna, and it'll be right in the title, but I'm pretty sure her name is Becky Eats. Sorry, y'all can't really see my head is cut off. I don't know, my little stand acting crazy. So I just poured my little juice out. Anybody ever drink pickle juice? Pickle juice is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And these big pop-up pickles are super good. My sister and I, we used to drink pickle juice all the time. Her little breath used to be stinking. She's gonna watch this and she's gonna say something to me about it. Oh, okay. So I didn't really get all the juice off. I figured I've seen a couple people do it, and I think the juice might help. Now I don't know which one I want to use. I've got cherry cotton candy or blue raspberry cotton candy. So I got these from Target. Actually, these are like Valentine's Day themed, so I looked out. They did have Prosecco and another flavor like champagne or something like that, but I didn't really want those, so I got these. I saw those that they had those because I think somebody I follow on Instagram who does snacks or whatever, she had posted it, and I was like, okay, well, Target would be the place because I had been looking for cotton candy. I just hadn't found any yet. But then I didn't really want the champagne flavor one because I didn't really know how that was gonna taste. So I was like, well, and then I looked further down the not the Halloween Valentine's Day aisles, and found these. So I think I'm gonna do the blue. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, are they supposed? Oh yeah, I guess they're supposed to do that. They got little flaps on them. I thought I broke it. Ready? And I've seen people. I mean, people aren't really. It's not super bad or anything. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It was funny because my sister who did the what's it called? Bean Boozled challenge with me. I gave her an option. I was like, we could either do, because I had a couple videos that I knew I needed to do, and I was like, I'm just gonna roll this whole thing in here, I guess. And I was like, we can do cotton candy pickles, or we can do this Bean Boozled challenge. I had originally told her about the beans, but then when she came, she was nervous about it, and I was like, well, we could do these pickles. And I'm sure maybe the beans was a lesser of two evils for her. I don't know, but all right. So I think I got my pickle pretty much covered. I just used that whole little thing. Hopefully I don't get it all over the place. Oh, maybe I should say grace. I mean, dear God, thank this food I'm about to receive for the nourishment of my body, health, and Jesus' name I pray, amen. So yeah. So but yeah, see, it's pretty covered. Got a little collateral damage in my hands here, so we're gonna see what this tastes like. I don't know. Mm. It's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely is not something I would have thought about to put together. But it ain't bad. All my cotton candy melting because my pickle real juicy. I used to eat pickles all. We used to eat pickles all the time. I really saw y'all my cotton candy melting though. I could have put that one on there, but there we go here. I'll let Gavin eat that one. Interesting. Hey. My teeth blue. My tongue a little blue. I love having sweet and savory like together. I mean, like I said, it's not bad. Now, I mean, I think I seen somebody say it tastes like a end up tasting like a bread butter pickle. Hey, but let me tell y'all, I never tasted bread and butter pickles. I don't think until I was an adult, and actually until maybe like about 3-4 years ago. I've been missing out my entire life. Bread and butter pickles are the bomb. Like, I will sit there and eat out the dang on jar. I'm really surprised I don't have any in the refrigerator. I don't think my son would have did this because he don't like pickles. He bougie. If he order a burger, he gotta get it without pickles. But remember I told y'all I'm not really a person that will send it back. I'm gonna got a little bit left. I ain't gonna eat that last little bit. I am a type of person that if it's something on there I don't like, I'd rather just pick it off than ask them not to put it on there. I mean, I know it's probably my right, if you will, to ask for it without it or whatever, but or something like pickles or something like that, if I see, you know, most of the time I don't always want pickles with you know, with my burger or something like that, but I don't ask them to take it off. I just peel it, you know, pick it off myself. But I can understand, I guess, sometimes if the, you know, say the pickle real juicy there, the juices get on there, it's like it's like you had it on there in the first place. But sometimes most places, or not most places, but some places, you know, have little condiments on the side, like, you know, hey there. Maybe they'll put it like on the bun on the side. So that was interesting, y'all. I mean, I definitely would encourage you to try it. You know, it wasn't gross. I didn't really know what it was gonna taste like, but it wasn't gross. So I do have a weird combination, something that I used to eat. I actually used to eat this all the time, no lie. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna do a video on it, so it'll be sometime after this one. So, and then speaking of weird stuff, well, first of all, I had the weirdest dream, okay, about my oldest son last night. It scared me half to death. Couldn't sleep, like, until I talked to him this morning. He was with his dad. It was just a really weird dream. Like, I was living in a house. I had just moved to some new place, okay, and he was with his dad, and like whoever his dad was with or whatever, maybe an old fling, like, I don't know, just like basically beat both of them up, or like I don't know. My son had like all these whelps and like scars all over his body or what have you, and I didn't see him at first. Like, he came through, like, he, you know, unexpectedly brought him home to me, and, you know, I'm looking like, damn, you know, what you doing here, son? It seemed like I was having a party at this place that I was at. And then, you know, Gavin comes in the door and he comes to give me a hug, but he can't really like bend over to give me a hug, and he's like shaking, you know. I could visibly tell something was wrong with him or whatever. And then, you know, I go in a room, and then his dad follows up, and he's like all shaken up and like, you know, looking real pitiful, like, oh man, something, you know, that happened to me, like, I'm sorry or whatever. And, you know, what my thought was how, you know, Gavin was behaving, it kind of seemed like maybe, like, what, did he get run over by a car or something? Like, what's going on? And so we go into some room, and one of the rooms, and, you know, get him undressed, and I could see, like, I mean, just these whelps / sores just going vertically down his body. And oh my gosh, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my baby? I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So it was like, this is like about 5 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't really talk to him at that point. But I literally stayed up until the time I know that they usually leave out so that he can get him to school. It was just about 7. I called him up. He was fine. Of course he was fine, but like, that dream really scared the crap out of me. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, what does this mean? Like, excuse me, is this a foreshadow? Is it trying to tell me something wrong with my baby? Like, what's going on? So, yeah, it was really crazy. And man, yeah, it's just really crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I love my kids, man. Couldn't imagine. Like, I feel for people like who have lost their children before. Like, I want my kids to bury me, and not to say that, Lord, I ain't ready to go right now. I pray that I live, you know, to a long age, although, you know, I don't know God's plan for my life or what have you, but, you know, it's in my, you know, I'm, you know, speaking life over my life, and long life over my life, you know. And so, you know, people who, like, you know, parents that have to bury their kids early, man, like, you know, when they're young, that is, I mean, I can't even imagine how heartbreaking that is, like losing a piece of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I mean, not to say that dads don't suffer, but, you know, especially moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't carry this child, you know, bonded, all this other kind of, like, listen, I ride and die for mine, okay? Like, people know who know me, know I don't play about my kids. I don't play. So, yeah, like, oh my goodness. So this is funny. One time, my brother, what happened? Was I at work? I was either at work or I was at this. I was in this program last year, and so I had meetings after work or whatever. And so my brother my mom was supposed to keep my son, I think. But then she ended up signing up for an extra shift at work or what have you. So she had my sister pick him up. So my sister gets my son from summer camp, and my son is oldest son is mildly allergic to pet dander, which all pets have dander. So it's like it's nothing that no animal that he's not allergic to. Now, some more than others, and like sometimes just being in the vicinity with a pet or an animal will cause him to break out. So, what happened? So my sister has a dog. It's supposed to be hyperallergenic, but those dogs, it doesn't matter because all pets or all animals. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure all animals have like some sort of pet dander or whatever. So it's not like, I don't know. I don't even know what pet dander is. I feel like I looked it up, but I don't know. I had him tested for it as well. Like, we went to what do you call it? Allergy doctor. And they pricked him on his back with like these needles that had different things that people are typically allergic to, and that was the only one that kind of like welted up. So anywho, she picked him up and she goes, and so I tell him often, but my son is so freaking hard-headed. So he likes animals, which is I'm telling him it's gonna be his downfall now, okay? Because I feel like as he's gotten older, this allergy has gotten worse. So anywho, my sister has a dog. It's a golden doodle, I think that's what's called. And so I always tell him, like, look, you can't touch the dogs, you can't touch the animals, and if you do, make sure you wash your hands right after you touch them. Don't rub it. He would do stuff like touch it and then rub his eyes, and then his eyes is puffed up, and then he's got all type of a rash that's breaking out around his eyes and on his face because he messed around, touched his face and everything else after he didn't touch this dog or whatever, or a pet or whatever. So I always and I have to remind him constantly, like, look, you cannot touch this animal. So he goes over there. Of course, he touches her dog, and I think the dog like scratched him on his back, and it might have been through his clothes, but he might have had like a tank top on, because I usually have him on tank top. Yeah, he did have a tank top on and some shorts. I usually wear him tank tops and shorts in the summertime because it gets pretty hot here in Central Ohio. So yeah, I think the dog scratched him on his back, and that probably what really did it. But like, basically he had a really bad allergic reaction. He was puffing up, they said, like his eyes was red. Usually his eyes get red first and then everything else just happens. So it was so funny because my brother went over there for something, and so my brother was gonna. This whole thing was an ordeal because my mom was supposed to watch him. My sister went to go pick him up. My brother was already going over there to get something from her or do something, and so my brother was gonna snag him, and he was just gonna hang out at my brother's house until I got off work. My brother used to live like right at the end of my street or whatever. So it was closer for him, me to pick him up from my brother's house than, go out to my sister's house. Although wherever he was at, I was gonna go pick him up because that's just, that's my kid. That's what I had to do. So my brother goes over there, and they both, notice that he's like having this allergic reaction. And they get really nervous. They like, oh my gosh, who gonna call her and tell her or whatever, because they know, they was like really scared to call and tell me because they know I don't play about my son, man. Like, I don't. They was like, oh my God. My sister was like freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I had one job and all I had to do was just keep him until you got here. So she calls me, and I'm in this program, right? And like usually, like I didn't answer, and so she was like, call me, it's an emergency or something like that. She sent me a text to that effect. So I called her, and she was like, okay, don't freak out, but Gavin's having an allergic reaction. What should I do? And I was like, oh my God. And immediately I'm like, my eyes start tearing up because I just, I just get nervous about my kids, man. It's so crazy. So I was like, okay, well, I would definitely, and they were like, he was breaking out all over his body and he was swelling up and stuff like that. I was like, well, okay, is he like, is it hard for him to breathe? Like, is he breathing fine? And they was like, yeah. So I was like, well, just go ahead and, get him, like wash his whole body up or whatever, like wash him up. So she got him in the shower and gave him some Benadryl, and like I wouldn't even like, I wouldn't even like give him the adult Benadryl or what have you, and I was like, he can take a pill because I've had to give him this Benadryl before. All doctors don't hurt me. I only make him take one, and it doesn't really make him really drowsy like it does me, man. One time, I'll get into that story in a second. So yeah, so he ended up being fine. Like she just and put some Vaseline on him or whatever because his got eczema or whatever. So yeah, she just got him together and he was cool. By the time I got to him, like he was fine. Like I didn't see any signs of the reaction or whatever. I don't even think they sent me any pictures or I got to FaceTime or anything. But yeah, I said all that to say that they were scared to call me because they know, like, I don't play no games. Like, they be like, yeah, my mom was probably like, I don't know, people are, and I don't mean to scare people like that or whatever, but I don't know, people just know, like, people be scared to do stuff, like, even discipline him or like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I know you don't play. I'm like, I mean, hey, if the boy doing wrong, he doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just gotta, but it's good, I guess. I mean, obviously it's good that people know, how I am about mine or whatever. So yeah. And then I was gonna say, about the Benadryl. Now I was told not to do this, but like, I think maybe I was having some allergy issues or whatever, and like Claritin and all that other stuff wasn't working, like Claritin, and then I think I was taking another one that's like similar to Claritin, but I can't remember what it is, and it wasn't like the Claritin D or anything. It was like just the whatever the other one is. So my friend's mom was like, well, here, take these Benadryls, but I'm warning you, it's gonna make you sleepy or whatever. But whatever was going on, I needed to go away immediately, so I wanted to take 2 of them. And she was like, okay, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be real tired. And sure enough, like, I was so sleepy, and I get really, sometimes I get really annoyed and just not very pleasant to be around when I am sleepy. And so I was at that point very annoying and very not unpleasant to be around at that point. And so she was like, I told you shouldn't have took 2 of them. I was like, dang, she was right. Why we don't listen, I don't know. So what was I gonna say? Okay, one more thing, which I said I was gonna talk about in the next video, which is the next video. So this is speaking of like doing weird stuff or what have you. Like, do you guys believe in aliens? Because me and my friend, we were talking about this when he was over last time, my work friend that I'll tell you about, and we were just talking about like how there's no way that we are the only planet in the universe, where whatever, in all of outer space or whatever, that the only planet that has life forms on it. It was like, yeah, it's gotta be, I mean, it's definitely gotta be more other life forms, and it could be people that look just like us or look different or whatever. Like, I feel like when they make these movies, like is some truth to it. Like somebody knows something, you know what I'm saying? Like they, and maybe they don't know the whole truth, but they know something, you know, like these like what movies, like, you know, the Marvel movies or something like that, going from planet to planet and the different life forms, and they may not look like in Star Wars and stuff like that, like especially Star Wars do that a lot, where they travel to a lot of different planets and have, like, you can see how the different life forms look. So I'm just interested, you know, I don't know what y'all think. I definitely think it's aliens out there, and now I don't even know why we call them aliens, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess that's, well, it's foreign to us, so other foreign light or beings or whatever. And he was like, they probably do got stuff up in Area 51, and I feel like they do. They got to, because I feel like there's no way, like, in all this time, like, other life forms haven't tried to come here. I'm pretty sure that they may be way more advanced than we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what did I say to him? I think I might have said something like I would talk to one or something like that. But like, I just don't want to get abducted. Like, I don't want to leave Earth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's chop it up. What you want to know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably be scared as crap though while I'm sitting here talking. Like, so if y'all listening out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely ain't trying to get kidnapped or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all want to chop it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm interested, you know, whatever. So I was watching this. I don't know why I did this, but I was watching. I like watching that, like, sci-fi and like stuff on the ID channel, like America's Most Wanted, all that good stuff. I can't do that stuff at nighttime, man, because it makes me nervous, and it's nighttime right now, and I'm sitting here talking about this and just hope I'll be able to go to sleep tonight, okay? But I was watching this one show where this guy, basically, it was about people who, you know, are or not, I won't say convinced, but they say that they have been abducted by aliens, or had an encounter with aliens. And this one guy, like, it was on some surveillance footage where you could, like, see he went inside this gate, or maybe it would look like maybe a back of a business or something that had a little gate on the side of it, and he went back there, and you could see like this flash of light or whatever, and then when he comes back around the corner, like, he like throws up or whatever. And I guess, you know, while he was away from the camera view, that was when he had this encounter or what have you. It's just like, how do you, you know, if that does happen, or like, you know, how do you deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you cope with that for the rest of your life? And then, like, you don't got no proof or whatever. Like, how do you tell people, you know, try, you know, convince people, especially like where he was at, where he had went around the corner where the little flash of light was there, the camera wasn't back there. So, you know, I mean, all he has is the evidence of when he came into view of the camera. But, you know, to try to convince people what you saw or whatever, I don't know. But who knows why? But that's just what I want to talk about the aliens and extra life. Like, I just feel like there's definitely life, you know, outside of Earth for sure. We are not the only ones. And then it's like, you know, what will happen in the years to come? Like, you know, obviously space travel is advancing. Well, we have to move to another planet because we clearly effing this one up, you feel me? So I don't know, it's just interesting to think about, don't you think? Things you think about when you're bored, or I don't know, and not even bored, just, you know, watching these movies, like I said, because I definitely feel like it's some truth to it. Like, they ain't just pulled this out their hat. Like, they know something. And then you know, like, some stuff that they say in the movies, like movies before now, like, has come true, right? And I mean, maybe it's because maybe, you know, somebody watched that movie and was like, you know, I want to do that, or I want that to come true, so I'm gonna work to get it. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Anywho, and I meant to say this in the beginning of the video, so hopefully I remember to say it in the beginning of the next one. But I did give an update, and since I've been back posting, I am posting videos every other day at 10 a.m. I usually just schedule them. It's nice. I like that there's a scheduling feature that you can post at 10 a.m. because the first couple times I was back and like trying to post, like I'm up here like missing missing the 10 a.m. window or whatever. So sometimes it'd be at 10, sometimes it'd be 11, it'd be noon, 1. So, but now I can schedule them, so they will definitely be out at 10 a.m. every other day. How you probably can keep track of it is, and this is pretty funny, but maybe a little weird, I don't know, but I post on the days that Zaddy Chunk Chunk does not post. So, and I look for, like, so I know that when I don't post, he got a video coming out. So it's pretty cool. I don't know. So That's how I keep track of it. So yeah. And on that note, I think I'm done for now with all the things that I had to say. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to our channel. Even if you aren't new and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave us some comments down below and let us know, interact with us. Let us know some things you'd like us to try, and things of that nature. And like I said, I think one of the next videos after this one will be my weird food combination that I used to eat all the time. Excuse me. And I really encourage you guys to try it, because it's actually, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, I will tell you this other one that I used to do that I might not do a video on that one, but I'll tell you this other one. I used to eat like some sort of vanilla sandwich cookie with noodles, with ramen noodles. It was just really good. I don't know why. It's just really good. I don't know if it might have been me. My dad used to get these like orange cream cookies. I forget where he got them from, but it might have been those. But it was some sort. If it wasn't those, it didn't matter what it was. Some plain orange vanilla sandwich cookie, and I would eat it with ramen noodles. It was the bomb to me. And not like I would just dip it in there. I don't think I ever like put it in the ramen noodles. But yeah, the things that you eat when there ain't nothing to eat. Okay. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.